My name is Ken Odhiambo Angienda. We do commercial kitchen equipment. In commercial kitchen equipment, we deal majorly with those clients who are coming up with hotels, schools, because in every school there is a place where they cook for the children. In every hospital, there is a place where they cook for the patients. So when I came up with this idea, I was once employed. But because of my passion of handling the clients, I also decided that let me give it a try and see if I can have my clients at heart. That is how I came up with this idea of Dotec Enterprises.
In every household, the kitchen is the heartbeat, a space of warmth, creativity, and connection. And for Ken, it's the canvas for innovation. With support from Safaricom Business, this entrepreneur is transforming kitchen spaces and scaling his craft into a thriving enterprise.
Beginning was not easy, but persistence gave me some push because I could see the response of my clients. We started from a small point, but there is growth up to the point we are at the moment. Okay, transition was not difficult because where I was employed, I was dealing with clients directly. I was in the marketing department. So I had at least some clientele base where I could start from, plus my own initiative. So the number of clients added day by day, month by month. Okay, challenges were there in getting clients because leaving employment and approaching another client that now you're going to do it on your own wasn't easy because of trust issues. My company was still small, so it was not easy for us. But with the little clients we had and references that we got on the ones that we worked for successfully, nothing went wrong. We managed to be where we are. Okay, Dotec is a combination of two names. Madam's name, Dorothy, and the tech is the technical part of it. Now, the challenges that we got in the market when we were starting was the fluctuation of the prices of the raw materials. And that is why even in our quotation, there is a point where we have indicated that when we give a client a quotation, it is only valid for 30 days. Beyond 30 days, we have to revise the quotation because the raw materials also change time to time. Okay, the gap that I was feeling was how to handle the clients from where I was initially. Most of the clients, sometimes they were not happy in terms of delivery, in terms of after-sale service. So I decided that now with me, I'm going to start from a point where things were wrong to correct those gaps. So I made sure up to now that whatever we promise our client, we deliver on time. After-sale service, we have to give them after-sale service. Repair, normally these things are like teething problems, especially when we launch a new product or any equipment on site, they have issues. We must respond so that our clients don't disappoint also their clients. The first project we got was in Bomet town. Actually, it was a full kitchen. My client happened to be a retiree from an institution, and he now wanted to do his own business after retirement. Actually, that is where we got a milestone, and from the deposit he gave, I managed to buy some of these equipments here. That is how we started. Being in the business for some times back, before I started Dotec, I got the knowledge on how to outsource the materials. Most of the materials are available with our suppliers. The knowledge about the fabrication, all my guys that we are teaming up with, you can see them here, they have all the knowledge. Actually, we did not just pick people from raw to come and join me, no. I started with people who already had the idea of what we are doing right now. What I decided is to put my employees ahead of me. Because to me, I know I can survive, but with them, I gave them the first priority so that whatever little we get from the business, I could share with them. And I gave them hope each and every minute that we get a project. Let us do it perfectly, hoping that it is going to give us another project. So I would always have meetings with them frequently to encourage them. Sometimes we could get challenge of late payment, but still I could encourage them. But now my encouragement has bore us fruits because they have stuck by me and we are moving as a family.
Ken brings kitchens to life with custom fittings and smart design. And as the business grows, so does the team, with former teams branching out to start their own ventures. Thanks to Safaricom Business, this network of makers stays connected, with the founder offering guidance and support through digital tools that keep collaboration alive.
Interestingly, we started when we were only 3 guys. Me plus 2 guys. Right now we are 8. 8, some have even come. They've also decided to go and start their own businesses, of which I don't have any problem. Quite often they consult me when they have problems, and I would still extend my advice to them. So the number is growing. Our core business is kitchen equipment, and kitchen equipment entails a lot of things. As we are here, like this one you are seeing, this unit, this is a combined cooking range. This cooking range helps our clients, especially now the chefs. We make these things that can easily be operated by the least learned chef up to the most learned chef. This is a cooker. It makes work easier because every cooking unit is within under one canopy. The canopy is what we call the hood. Now this unit, all the cooks, you can even have 3 chefs here cooking around, or even 5 of them. So with this, we even make the work of our client very easy. Our products are made in a very simple way, easy to use, easy to service. That one has also helped our clients to avoid back and forth calling once we have done our installation. Like I can demonstrate for you this one here. It is very easy to operate. You can see. Now we have a tap to regulate the amount of fire. Because, let me see, just let me regulate. There is a tap, HP tap, for controlling the amount of fire that is required, depending on how the cooking process is going. When you need to work on this one, I can as well do this so that you see. It's very simple. You can also regulate this one. That is how it works. So that is applied to all of them. So this one makes the work to be very easy. You can learn even from the job as you are employed here. So you don't even, our clients can always pick at least someone who is interested in something, and you will learn. We have several products in the kitchen. When there is food preparation going on in the kitchen, we have a table. It's called a stainless steel table. We have a table over there. That is now where the chef does all the cutting and the preparation of all the food that he's going to cook here. Before the food is cooked or the preparation is done, we have a stainless steel sink. That is now where we do the wash up. The sink is over there. Once the utensils are washed, there is a rack where you air your utensils. Now that is all about the internal kitchen. We also have other equipments like the potato peeler. Those ones are not put within the kitchen. We normally set aside where there is a water source so that the waste can go out in an independent way without causing blockages in the kitchen. Now, this is the heart of the kitchen, whereby now we will have several cooks doing their preparation around this jiko. Here we have a 6 burner. 2 can be here or even 3. 2 can be there or even 3. Someone preparing chips is also on this other side. This is a chips fryer. You cook chips this side, then you dry on this other well. Then on this other side, we have the hot plate. We call it hot plate or the griddle, where we can cook chapati here. We can also roast the fillets, or we can even do eggs. So this is where we can cook all around. That is the advantage of this combined cooking range. Every unit, every item is within one unit. Now, this is a double well fryer. It is not that commercial compared to the local one that you saw inside, but they do the same job. What you do, customers normally prefer double well because there is what they call blanching. You first cook here, then you dry here. At any point, you will realize that the oil content that is here is different from the oil content that is here. This one will be slightly pure oil. But this one, because you've cooked the viazi from the bucket, ikona maji, it is not going to be the same. So anytime you cook here, you dry here. It is electrically operated with a thermostat. Thermostat normally helps to control the light, the consumption of power. Once the oil reaches the temperature that is required, it switches off. Once the temperature goes down, it peaks again. So that is why it is economically preferred by clients. Otherwise, there is no much difference from the other local one. It is only that the work intensive that one can do, this one is a bit weaker. This is a food warmer bain-marie. These are inserts. Basically, what this thing does is that when the food is already cooked, this is for savory. Normally, customers will only like food when it is hot, not cold. So this one is helping people, the hotel industry, to maintain the temperature of food. So inside the bain-marie, there is water. We have element inside here, and it has controls by side. So it is this water that keeps the food that is already cooked warm. So when the time for service is ready, food will be scooped from here and served to the customers.
At Ken's business, every equipment is tested for safety and performance before it leaves the workshop. And even after that, the team goes on site to ensure everything is installed and working perfectly. With Safaricom Business powering communication and coordination, quality control doesn't stop at the door. It follows the product all the way to the client.
So at this point, this is what we call the testing stage. Before any cooker leaves this place, we have to make sure that there is no leakage of any gas before we take it to the site. So we have to make sure that all the burners are set, air ratio is to the expected level, so that they burn uniformly. So this one is ready to leave for the client because everything is already tested and we don't have any doubt. But still beyond this, our team will go to site to make sure that everything is installed and everything is in place, ready to work. Every business has challenges. Dotec, we also have challenges. Like power problem is common to any other business. And normally that is why when we are dealing with our clients, we don't give specific time of delivery. We give some allowance on time of delivery to cater for any hiccup that might happen in between. Another challenge is the fluctuation of prices of raw materials. That is a very big challenge because of the taxes. Everything begins with a design. Because when you are doing a rack, it is not the way you are doing a sink. So we get the raw material from the supplier. We have all the drawings and the sizes. So what we do, we mark the full sheet to give us what we want.
For Dotec Enterprises, growth isn't just about great products, it's about smart tools and staying connected. With Safaricom Business, payments are smooth, communication is instant, and sharing work with clients is effortless. It's the kind of support that keeps the business moving forward.
All our products are customized to meet the ever-changing customers' needs. We appreciate what the Safaricom business is doing. With our shop here, our clients, we even have a pay bill whereby they normally pay. It is risky to carry cash. So we opted for that, and it has really helped us. Another thing, communication. I have my guys, even right now, we have guys on site. I have to communicate with them. When they need anything from my end that they want to buy from the other side, we need the M-Pesa services. So that is how Safaricom has really helped us. Okay, Safaricom Business has also helped us with the 4G bundles. That has really helped us to communicate with our clients. We normally share pictures until they are approved is now when we can proceed with the project. Well, most of the time we have referrals and we also have repeat clients. Hotel industry is a very good industry. You will realize that one client does hotel today, after another 5 years, like right now, a case example of what we are doing here. This is another client that is already having another running hotel that we did. Now we are doing another hotel project for him. And plus their referrals. We've really gained a lot because it even saves us in terms of marketing costs, because that is like a direct sale. When someone tells you there is a project coming up, can you take this number, call, you are sure of getting that business. Yeah, because of the loyalty from our past clients. Well, social media has really helped us a lot because we have a Facebook page, .tech Enterprises. That is where any product that we develop here, we normally post it on social media and we get response. And we are really appreciative. Well, interestingly, I can say I have 3 guys who are green and they have joined us. And based on the past experience, on what we have been doing before, we mentor them here and we give them hope that at .tech, you will not leave that door without something, even in future, even if you don't work for .tech Enterprises. We have a gas cylinder here. Basically, stainless steel you cannot do without the gas cylinder. Then we have the machine, the welding machine. Then we have the accessories, the welding rod. I can give you some, Brian. These are some of the accessories that they use to make sure that the assembling is done. It is different from the ordinary welding. Yes. And that is why we normally insist that we have expertise to do the job, not just anyone who is doing a local job outside there. And it takes time before you qualify to do something here. I have to make sure that I inspect what is being done. Even the products of the clients, before we deliver, I have to make sure that I inspect, I test before they get out. Basically, we have cutting disc. Those are, now we call them consumables. There are very many. We have consumables, cutting disc, filler wire, Pluto. You might not know them. Even our clients don't know them. They only know the finished product.
Ken is building more than just spaces. He's building a future. With support from Safaricom Business, this entrepreneur is staying connected, growing smarter, and delivering excellence one project at a time.
In hospitality industry, stainless steel is one of the best material. It is non-corrosive. The only challenge is now the grade that we use. So we normally insist that we use the best grade that will never rust. Even if you take our products to places where there is salty water, like our sink will not rust because it is made of a good grade of stainless steel. It is called grade 3 or 4. That is what we use for all our clients. Yes. And we've never got any complaint from the clients because of maybe poor quality of material used. So we also take note of the quality of the sheet. With Safaricom Business, we normally have airtime. We have a service contract with our clients. So we normally call them even before or even after, because sometimes they call us back to tell us the service is due. We have a list of service roster so that we keep on checking on phone or we go physically. Yes. Now we have different items. Like now a sink, we can take 2 days to make a sink because we have to take the raw materials, we have to take it to the machine for cutting and bending, then we bring them here for assembling. So day 1 for a sink, we can do the preparation at the machine. Day 2, now we can do the assembling here in the workshop. So each depends with the individual item. Like when we talk of this cooking range, it is more complicated than the sink. So this one can take me like 5 days. Then we do it perfectly and test it. Okay, projects vary because I told you kitchen sizes vary and most clients need different things. The biggest project can take us 1.5 weeks, 1.5 months when we are doing fabrication here. Then now to go to site to install will also take another 1 week. So we give it an average of 6 weeks. For the longest project, 6 weeks. Sometimes the items can be here ready because maybe the client's site is not ready. But to us, we make sure that the delivery time frame that we give the client is adhered to. Then we sometimes even invite the client to come and inspect before we discharge. Yes. Now, Pochi la Biashara has really helped me to separate the money that comes in, my personal money and business money. So I really appreciate what Safaricom has also done when it comes to Pochi la Biashara, because it has made me to be very disciplined when it comes to spending money. We are on upward growth, and in the next 5 years, I think my contemplation is that we are going to cross the border. In as much as now we are serving only within our country, but our dream is to go beyond. My advice to upcoming entrepreneurs is to be very honest in this industry, because this is the only industry that can take you far. Honesty will make your clients give you other clients. If there is any challenge that you are going to face before you deliver, kindly, I would advise them to talk to the client first and prepare the client.